What is up, PokeMoshPit? JohnOrigins here today, bringing you a Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Now I have been granted the opportunity to invade this channel and showcase some of my content, so that's what we're going to do. And if you're here for some fancy editing, I know how to speed up a video, and if you're really going to be lucky and stay until the end, you might see a fade to black. Oh my god, this is going to be great. But we've got an I match today against HydreigonMaster635, and it's a pretty good match using this team that I have, which is somewhat balanced. It's got 2 offensive physical guys, 2 specially offensive guys, and then 2 defensive walls. So yeah, it's a pretty cool team. My Hariyama is Fake Out, Bullet Punch for priority. The Cinccino is King's Drop because annoying people is really great with those flinches, and Skill Link is just a perfect combination, I suppose. And then Scarf Magmortar, Choice Specs Power in form of Rotten Cut, especially defensive Slowking and defensive Steelix. The fresh on his team are probably going to be the Durant if it sets up, or if it's the Choice Banded set. So that's going to be a threat. And this Cinccino, if it's the same set as mine, I could probably deal with it if it's banded. But anyway, I get a fake off on this thing, and then I get my Toxic Up, which is great. I mean, now I've got power in the form of Hariyama with its priority with Guts. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm bringing my Steelix because I know I can probably take a tail slap with my Hariyama, but I don't quite want to get in the game. So perfect switch for me is to go into my Steelix, and then I potentially get my Stealth Rocks up. But I think he's going to switch out into his Sand Slash at this point in time to get his own hazards up at the same time rapid spinning, because I don't have a spin blocker. So I'm going to go for the Toxic, expecting that, but he just brings in the Typhlosion, so he's in before rocks, as they say. But now I don't want to take another option, it will hurt me dearly, and so going to my Slowking, best thing to take this by far, and I actually do take this extremely well, because I am especially defensive wall, and Slowking is a monster. Most using RU for the win. And I figure he's going to switch out now. Who's going to stay in on a Slowking with their Typhlosion and just go for Eruptions, because he's most likely a Choice Scarf set. So I go for the T-Wave. I end up catching the Sceptile on the switch, which is perfect for me, especially if it's the physical acrobatic set with Unbirding. I completely shut down that set with T-Wave. But unfortunately, as you'll see here, he's the special set as he goes for the Giga Drain. So unfortunately, I don't get as much fun as I want with the T-Wave, but I do get a lot of things going for me. And here I go for the Leaf Storm. I am Specs. I figured it would kill. Sceptile is frail, and at the same time, if you wanted to switch out into a Sand Slash predicting the Volt Switch, I could quite simply just smash it in the face with a Leaf Storm, and his Slowking actually gets one KO'd by a Specs Leaf Storm. I believe it does like max 110%, no, minimum 110%, so it's pretty awesome. But his Durant comes in now, and it's a threat, so I'm going to switch out into my Steelix, hoping that it doesn't carry the superpower as he sets up the Home Claws, which is dangerous. But I'm going to go for the Earthquake hit, and he actually goes for the Iron Head, which leads me to believe that he doesn't have superpower. So I'm like, oh, this turn, because he can't kill me, he'll probably switch out, and I can set up my Stealth Rocks. Going to be fun, get some hazards on the go for that Typhlosion. But nope, he goes for that superpower, and that hurts a lot, and by a lot, I mean completely flat out kills me. But he's at the point of range, the point at which with his Life Orb damage, and the fact that he's got a defense drop, I can safely bring in my Hariyama and go for the Fake Out and take him out. And if that didn't take him out, I always had the Bullet Punch in store, just in case, you know. A bit of backup priority for my priority, if you know what I mean. So in this situation, I'm looking quite good, but he brings in the Cinccino, and I make a bad play. I should have gone for the Close Combat because I knew I could take a Tail Slap because Hariyama is bulky. But I go for the Bullet Punch stupidly, and now I don't get to kill it, and I get more toxic damage racking on me. But now I'm at the fatal situation. 69 HP. The power of the 69 coming through. Gonna go for Bullet Punch. 69 power. It's kind of like Explosion, but unfortunately it doesn't do as much as I pound. And then because of the 69, moveset, I end up dying to some sort of STD, so that's unfortunate. But I get a save switch into my Slowking now, who at this point can pretty much deal with the Typhlosion, and go for the Surf. He brings in the Sceptile's Deathfire, which is a good play, giving him the switch advantage. And unfortunately for me, he's going to bring in his Cinccino, and I'm like, oh nope, can't take a hit from this guy, especially if he crits me. But he goes for the Bullet Seed, and it ends up not actually been enough to kill me. I'm like, oh sweet, I can get a T-Wave off of this thing, or I could kill it off the Surf or Psychic. Yes, yes, yes. No, oh wait, no. Of course not, I get flinched. Why? Oh no, he's the King's Rock set like me. Well, at least we know we can both annoy each other with that move. But my Slowking goes down, and now his Typhlosion is free to go for Flamethrowers or Fire Blast, depending on what it carries, and start wrecking through my team. But I do have Magmortar over here. My manly Magmortar who can just go for the Fire Blast and hope to kill off the Cinccino, but he switches into the Slowking and takes the hit really well. But I get the burn, the 10% burn, putting through for me, and now I have some good residual damage on this thing. You know, it's regenerated, it's got all that stuff, it's got slack off, it's annoying as hell, but with the burn it'll never be at full HP. As I'm forced to switch out because I'm Twist Scarfed, I don't want to get T-Waved, and I figured with the remaining guys on my team, my Lawnmower, my Rotom Cut would be best suited for that. And I just go for the Leaf Storm because he has nothing to take a hit from my Twist Specs Rotom Cut. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm. The Slacking, what the hell is this thing? It's a Sand Slash. It gets just killed. Dead. See you later. Yeah, see you later, Sand Slash. And now I'm looking in a pretty good position. Except for this Typhlosion, who can just come in and hit me with a... Oh no, wait. He misses because he isn't trained well. But I get paralyzed, unfortunately, but... As we can see, the toxic damage racking up. I'll die. No, I won't die this turn either because still not trained enough. And then you don't get trained enough, Rotom Cut. But unfortunately for me, he just goes down now, my Rotom Cut, to the Fire Blast, who finally hits it. But no, that's the good thing about this situation for me. I got the toxic damage racking up on him. So after all that missing, funny and as hilarious it may be, I get toxic damage off on him. And now I can safely go for the T-Bolt and kill off the Typhlosion. But he brings in the Slowking to take the hit, and it ends up taking it relatively well. It is especially defensive. I am Scarfed, and I don't have Stab, so that's really unfortunate for me. But I still don't want my Magmortar to be T-Waved yet. So I'm going to have to go into my Cinccino, who is my only other remaining guy, I believe. And I don't mind Cinccino being T-Waved to an extent. I don't know. I have nothing to take T-Waves, unfortunately, because my Steelix died, and that doesn't want to take a Surf anyway. But, oh well, he goes for the Slack off here, making the good play. I believe I actually get paralyzed on this turn. I actually go for the U-turn. I expected him to switch out, and then me trying to get some switch advantage, because I weren't sure if he wanted to take a Bullet Seed. But that's not the case. My U-turn actually does. I go for it again here, because I'm committed after I get T-Waved once. I'm like, I have to go for this move again. But I go for the U-turn, and it actually does a lot to the point where a T-Bolt after burn will actually probably kill the Slowking. So I'm like, oh yes. Give me that game in the bag. But Cody, being the good player that he is, makes the better play, switching out, get his regenerator boost, and sacrifices his Cinccino. So unfortunately for me, that Slowking is not going to die. And here makes another good play in the fact that he actually switches out again to get his Slowking at full HP thanks to regenerate, and sacks his Typhlosion. Because he realised that the Slowking was the best thing for take out my Typhlosion and my Cinccino at this point in time, which is very much true. So we're in this situation now where I'm just going to be T-bolting him, and he's just going to be slacking off, going for skulls and all that. I'm trying, at this point in time, I'm literally trying to get a crit because it's the only way I'm going to win. Or my Magmortar has to die at a point in time where the Slowking's at a really low range of HP, and even if it slacks off, as long as I don't get paralyzed with my Cinccino, I can take it out of the Bullet Seed. So that's what I'm really hoping for. He is just going for slack off, so I'm trying to get the T-Wave, T-Bolt on the way, and try and get that crit. It's not working out for me. I can feel at this point in time my voice is dying. Oh my days. Come on, guy. Keep it up. Come on, fight till the end. Get it done. But like I said, now he's just going to go for slack off one more time. And I think he realizes at that point that it's just going to keep happening and might get a crit eventually. So he's going to have to take me out from this point in time. He thinks he's at a range of HP where he can slack off next turn and live a Cinccino Bullet Seed. So he's going to go for a Skull now, take me out, and now I'm left with a one-on-one situation. Slowking burned versus paralyzed Cinccino. Who can put it out of the bag? Who can be the victorious one? Who can be the chosen one? Well, iRock over here is like, oh, I don't need to get paralyzed. I am going to be a champion wrestler, going for the 1-2, 1-2, 1, getting a 5 hits if you know what I mean. Go for the Bullet Seed, and I get a crit right here. Oh yeah, take him out, win the game, and that's going to be an hour 1-0, my favourite. I don't feel like the crit mattered based on the damage that my Slowking took from Bullet Seed. So if you enjoyed this battle, guys, leave a like for any on this video, comment and subscribe to PokeMoshPit and Cody, or HydreigonMaster635. I've been JohnOrigins, and I'm out, so peace.